In this video, let us discuss about how to find candidate keys using attribute closure. An attribute or a set of attributes that uniquely determines all other attributes in a relation is known as a key. A set of attribute X in a relation R is a superkey of R if and only if the closure of X contains all attributes of R. In other words, X is a superkey if and only if it determines all other attributes. Consider a table student with attributes roll number, register number, and name. Roll number alone can uniquely identify all the other attributes. So, roll number is a superkey. Register number also can uniquely identify all the other attributes. Hence, register number is also a superkey. Name cannot be treated as a superkey as there is a possibility of having two students in the same class with same name. Any superset of superkey will always be a superkey. Hence, roll number, register number is a superkey. Roll number name is a superkey. Register number name is a superkey. Roll number, register number name is also a superkey. All attributes together will always be a superkey. Now, let us see the definition for candidate key. A candidate key is a subset of the attributes X in R with the following two properties. X plus includes all the attributes in R. That means candidate key is also a superkey. There is no proper subset Y of X such that Y plus includes all the attributes in R. That means a candidate key is a minimal superkey. If any attribute is removed from a candidate key, it will lose its characteristics as a superkey. In the example we have seen earlier, roll number is a candidate key. Register number is a candidate key. Roll number, register number taken together is not a candidate key because its subset roll number and register number taken alone is also a superkey. The remaining superkeys are also not candidate keys. How to identify key using attribute closure? If the closure of set of attributes includes all the attributes in the table, then that will become a key in that table. Consider a relation R with attributes A, B, C, D. F is given as A determines B and B determines C. All attributes taken together is a superkey. That means A, B, C, D is a superkey. Whether A, B, C, D is a candidate key. To check this, we have to find out whether any proper subset of A, B, C, D is a key. If any proper subset is a key, then A, B, C, D is not a candidate key. Let us now try individual attributes first. A closure is not equal to R. B closure is not equal to R. C closure is not equal to R. D closure is not equal to R. That means none of this serves as a key. Next, we try combination of two attributes. AB plus is not equal to R. AC plus is not equal to R. AD plus is equal to ABCD. That means it includes all the attributes in R. Hence, AD is a superkey. It is also a candidate key since no subset of AD is a key. Let us take another set of attributes ABD. ABD plus is equal to R. That means ABD is also a superkey. But it is not a candidate key since AD, which is a subset of ABD, is a superkey. In order to find all candidate keys, try all subsets of R. This method is time consuming if the relation has small number of attributes. However, the candidate keys can be found more efficiently using another method. Categorize the attributes in the relation as required, not required, and optional. An attribute A is said to be a required attribute if A occurs only in the LHS of the FDs in F, or A is an attribute in a relation but A does not occur in either LHS or RHS of any FDs in F. An attribute A is not required attribute if A occurs only in the RHS of FDs in F. An attribute A in relation R is an optional attribute if A is neither required nor not required. That means it appears on both sides of FDs. Consider a relation R with attributes A, B, C, D, E. F is given as A determines C, C determines BD, and D determines A. Let us first categorize the attributes as required, optional, and not required. A appears on both sides, so it is optional. B appears only on the right hand side, so it is not required. C on both sides, so it is optional. D also optional. E does not appear on any of the FTs, so it is required. Required attributes will always be part of candidate keys. Not required attributes will never be part of a candidate key. Optional attributes may or may not be part of a candidate key. E is the only required attribute, so E is part of all candidate keys. Since E plus contains only E, E cannot be used as a candidate. Since B is not required attribute, it won't appear in any candidate key. Try the combination of E with optional attributes. AE plus is equal to ABCDE. It includes all attributes of R, hence AE is a candidate key. CE plus is equal to ABCDE. It is also a candidate key. DE plus is equal to ABCDE. It is also a candidate key. Hence, the relation has three candidate keys AE, CE and DE. Consider another relation with attributes ABCD. Given FTs, AB determines C, D determines B and AC determines D. A appears only on the LHS, so it is a required attribute. B, C and D appears on both sides. So these are optional attributes. Check A closure. A closure includes only A. It is not a candidate key. Try combinations with optional attributes. AB plus is equal to ABCD. So it is a candidate key. AC plus is equal to ABCD. So it is a candidate key. AD plus equal to ABCD. It is also a candidate key. Hence the table has three candidate keys AB, AC and AD. Consider another relation with attributes A, B, C, D, E and F. A is required, B optional, C required, D not required, E required and F not required. A, C and E are required attributes. Find closure of ACE. ACE plus includes all the attributes of R. Hence, it is the only candidate key of R.